is Jodi. Thanks for joining me today. It's a big day in my little Stampin' Up! World. Today is the first day of the annual Sale-a-Bration promotion. You should have received this brochure if you are on my mailing list. If not, and if you'd like to receive one, just let me know and I'd be happy to send one out to you. So you flip through here and you'll notice something different from previous years. Stampin' Up! Has provided some kit suggestions, some bundles of product that you can purchase to take advantage of the Sale-a-Bration promotion. Now what happens with Sale-a-Bration is that if you place a $50 order, and that can be any product of your choosing or one of these bundles shown here, you get to pick one of the items shown later in this brochure totally for free. So if you notice in the brochure, this is the part that flips out. This is where your free selections are. So it's got several stamp sets, some accessories, embossing folder, designer paper, a punch over here. I am going to use today on the project I'm going to show you this right here, decorative dots embossing folder, as well as the stamp set shown here called See You Later. So we're going to use all of these products on the card I'm going to make. So let's go ahead and get started. This is the card that we're going to make together. You make me happy when skies are gray. That's of course from You Are My Sunshine, which is a favorite song of mine. This is the stamp set again. It shows you all 4 stamps that come in the set. And we're going to start with a piece of Daffodil Delight. This is 5.5 by 8.5 inches. And I'm going to use my bone folder to fold that in half. And then I'm going to add a piece of Designer Series paper. This piece is 2 inches by 5.5 inches. And I'll put my adhesive on the back and then attach this right to the card. I'm just going to put it over a little bit so it's not right along the edge. And then I have this piece that is 5 inches by 1.5 inches. This is basic gray cardstock. Before I add that to the card, I'm going to put it in this embossing folder, Decorative Dots, and run it through my Big Shot. So let me just pull that in quickly. You'll see my very well loved cutting pads here. I have my platform, one of the cutting pads, the folder goes on next, and a cutting pad on top. And I'll just crank that through. And then that puts the nice texture. It's fun every single time to open this up and see that texture on there. So we'll scoot this back out of the way and I'll add some adhesive on the back of this. I tend to use more adhesive when it's embossed just because it's got less surface area that adhesive is connecting with, and I want to make sure it sticks well. So I'll just set that right in the center there for that layer. Now I'm going to take the stamp, You Make Me Happy When Skies Are Gray, and this is Smoky Slate. This is a little bit lighter than the basic gray ink, so I wanted just a softer look on this. So I'm going to ink it up, and so I'll just stamp that down on my Whisper White scrap of cardstock, and then use my 2.5 inch circle punch to pop that out. So I'll just kind of center it there and then squeeze it to pop out that circle. Now I went ahead before I started and stamped the same image in Daffodil Delight cardstock. And what I'm going to do is just take my scissors, these are my little snips, and I'm just going to freehand cut right underneath the letters here and right tight to where they end. I just want to cut out the word happy. And then what I'm going to do is use some adhesive and attach that. Let me just trim that a little bit where you see some of the... I'm going to use my adhesive, run it along here, and just attach this right over where you see happy on the image I just stamped. So I'll add it just like this. This layer will go onto the card with a couple Stampin' Dimensionals. So we'll set that on like this. And then the last thing is to add a bow. So this is some of our Daffodil Delight stitched ribbon, and I just had a random scrap of it laying around. So what I'm going to do is just show you how I tie a bow using this. So I'm going to make a little loop, and then I'm going to pull it up and around, and then push this back through like that. Sometimes it's hard to verbalize what you're doing, but hopefully watching that will help you get clear instructions on how easy it is to do. These are my ribbon scissors. I'm just trimming that up a little bit. And then I'm just going to take a mini glue dot here. I'll set that right into it and press it down and lift it up, and then set that over here on the side. So it's a quick and creative card made with the See You Later Sale-a-Bration stamp set. Now, as a reminder, this is not one you can purchase. This is one that's available free with a $50 order. Thanks so much for watching my video.